Okay, see, the square is about face recognition. The camera recognizes you. That's what that is.
I thought we were incognito.
Yeah, well.
No, the camera even recognizes.
Well, yeah, the camera puts a, see, every time I move, it puts a little square around it, so that it's recognizing there's a face there. So it zooms in and it does that kind of, because this is HD as well.
Okay. So we're being photographed better than usual?
Yeah, it's zooming in on every pore.
Oh, no. That's bad news.
Yeah.
All right, cancel the entire...
Well, at least you have water in your Tim Hortons cup.
I am drinking water this morning because I'm going exercising, and I'm not sure if I should be drinking any of Timmy's or even eating any of Timmy's. So I'm not testing it.
I, on the other hand, am not going to yoga. So I am having a wrap with bacon in it.
Is that all? No? It's got more than bacon? Eggs?
There's eggs.
And bacon?
And savory sauce.
Is it savory? Well...
If I just say sauce, they don't understand.
Oh. What you get?
I don't know. They sausage. If I say sauce, they give me sausage.
Really?
Yeah. So now I'm saying savory sauce, so now that they know what I'm saying.
They don't connect the word, or they connect it.
Yeah, because I'll say bacon.
They think sausage.
Yeah, so I say bacon with sauce, and they give me some bacon and sausage. And it's like, no, no. I want bacon. So now I'm saying savory sauce, and there's no problem.
That's good. It's a beautiful morning, and it's almost a long weekend. We're almost in the middle of the week. It's one more day, which means we're in the beginning of the week, actually.
Yeah. Since it's only Tuesday.
Yes. Every day we get so much done. It's amazing.
Well, when you get up at 5 in the morning,
that does help. We've already got, what? It's 9 o'clock, 4 hours in. I wonder how people, still wonder how people ever went to work. You know?
What do you mean went to work?
Well, you have to be at work at 8. So you've got nothing done in the morning, so get ready and you're there at work.
Well, people are still doing that.
Oh. That's true. Now that you mention it, people are still working.
You just haven't worked for a long time.
Yeah, but
like as a regular job.
It's harder not working than working. At least you know what you're doing when you're working. And you get that paycheck. So that's an extra bonus.
So that's why you get up at 5 in the morning to think about months ahead of time, even though every day you know you do nothing.
And how am I going to make it without a paycheck? Which I've been doing
Which you've been doing
years.
for, what, how many years? 20, 30, 40 years?
Pretty close to most of my life.
And yet you still fret about that.
Well, it's just that it's nice to get a paycheck.
When have you ever gotten a paycheck?
When I used to work. I did work once in a while.
Yeah, but how old were you then?
In my 20s.
So how long ago was that?
Pretty far away.
Yeah, so you can't even remember when you got a paycheck. And still you worry about it.
No, it must have been good to get. I would imagine I enjoyed it.
Well, if you enjoyed it, wouldn't you have continued? Why would you have quit?
Because I had babies, and it was much more important to look after them. And you know how that worked out. Anyway. Passive income and what we do will make us a fortune.
So when are you going to get some passive income? Then you'll get a paycheck if you get passive income, I guess.
Yeah, you do actually get money somehow, some way. It filters in through the system.
You're just not quite sure how.
No, I don't want to think about it, to tell you the truth.
But then why do you think about it every morning?
Well, when you get up in the morning, there's not much to think about. Everybody's asleep. That's what ticks me off. Why people don't get up earlier.
Because they have to go. They have to sleep so they can go to work.
Oh, yeah. I like it. You can't hardly call anyone. They get mad if you call them too early. Usually they hang up or threaten you or say never do that again. Whatever.
Yeah. People like their sleep. Strange but true.
Yeah.
So instead you get up at 5 in the morning, worry about the future, which you don't have to worry about. It's not going to happen anyways. And then go for a walk and yoga.
Yeah. This morning I'm doing the morning yoga, which is usually, well, while I'm here I usually do evening yoga because there's nothing to do at home.
There's nothing to do for you during the day or morning either.
But I can cram it full of things like this.
Well, before you were doing CrossFit, now you're just doing yoga.
True. And by 8 o'clock in California, by 8 o'clock I was totally finished with everything. Even shopping. Because they have stores open earlier there. So you can actually shop a bit.
So
theoretically I was finished everything by 8 o'clock, 8:30.
and then what?
Then I had nothing to do.
Sounds pretty similar then.
Life is repetitive, is all we know.
You do something and then you do
I
nothing.
had to get ready to go out at night. That's what I had to do.
From 8 a.m.?
Yes. It was time consuming.
Yeah.
Resting, maybe do a little shopping for something new to wear, visiting friends, cocktail hour at 3, stopping all work if I was doing any.
Oh yes, we wouldn't want to work too long.
No. And then getting ready to go out. And then because we have to be out by 6:30 because
To the bar.
yeah,
To the bar by 6:30.
because I had to be home by 9:30 because I had to go to bed because I had to get up tomorrow.
So you go to bed earlier than everybody else so that you could wake them up in the morning and irritate them.
I guess you could say that. Sounds a bit strange, my life, but it doesn't when you're living it. Only when you're talking about it. Doesn't make any sense.
So what? Work maybe a couple of hours a week and the rest of the
No,
time?
I usually, if I'm working, I work 5 days a week.
For how many hours each day?
From about 10 or so till 3. With a lunch break, of course.
So 5 hours with a lunch break.
Yes.
Very good. And when you work is how often?
Once in a while.
So once in a while, 5 days a week.
Yes, if I'm on a project. If I'm doing something, if I have something to do. That's the way it is. What about you? You work.
Whatever.
I wonder where you got that from.
Well, if clients don't phone, I don't work. If they phone, I work.
Starting to sound a bit like my life.
Yeah.
If I got a job, I work. If I don't.
And I actually do prefer if people show up at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because then I'll get a few people, you know, working on them, and then I'm free to do nothing.
Right on. Yeah.
Because I don't like to clean, I don't like to cook.
I don't do either.
No.
We seem to be similar.
Yeah.
Like you said, that woman you met the other day was similar to you.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of us in Canada right now.
Yeah. At least.
At least 3.
Well, actually, there's a lot. Look at all the people in Tim Hortons here.
Yes, that's true. They don't seem to be doing anything either.
No, and there's a lineup of cars all the way down the street passing behind us.
True.
And there's tons of people in line. Like, it's after 8 o'clock. Why are they not working?
I think they're getting coffee for the people at work.
No, maybe.
Some of them do that.
Yeah, some of them just sit here though.
Go on a donut run or something.
Yeah. Most of them seem to just be getting a coffee though.
Yeah. Yeah, they must be on the way to doing something.
The non-stop coffee drinkers.
Well, if you're lonely, you can always come to Tim Hortons because there's always people here.
Well, the guy that just drove by, of course, has a dog in the back of his car. And the dogs, of course, get their Timbit as they go through the window. All of the dogs, that dog was just chewing on a Timbit.
That's a cute idea. The dogs love it as much as the owner.
Yeah, the dog insists upon Timbits.
They got a Timbit or a dog biscuit?
A Timbit.
Really? They got a Timbit?
Yeah. Well, no, they don't get a dog biscuit. They get a Timbit.
Oh, I thought they were giving them.
No, they're giving them donuts.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know that. Is that good for them?
Of course not. It's not good for anybody, including the dog.
True.
But they all like it. When do we do things that are good for us?
Wow.
I mean, look, there's a guy walking out with a big box of donuts. You know that's not good for us, but we like it.
There is a man in the corner over there lurking. He seems to be doing some work.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually does.
I think he's reading a book, studying.
Well, they have Wi-Fi and stuff here now too, so people can actually do things.
Yeah, he's actually writing though. He isn't on a computer.
Yeah, so he's very low tech.
Yeah.
Using a pen.
It's just archaic almost, isn't it?
I don't know, maybe he's just doing his appointments for the day, I don't know. Or his
Yeah,
manifestation.
I know, but even that, appointments, like Laura does them on her phone.
Yeah, I do.
And it rings whenever.
Mine's on the
something's
computer.
Yeah. Which you don't happen to have with you right now.
No, I didn't feel like bringing it in.
Too much to do this morning.
Yeah, it's too much. I have a client this morning that's like, nah. Yeah, so we have
Speaking of that.
we have a couple more minutes until I have to go to my client and you have to go to yoga. Life is rough.
Yoga is rough. I hope it works.
What works?
Yoga.
Oh. Why wouldn't it work? What do you mean I hope it works? What does that mean?
Well, it's not as energetic as what I'm used to. But I know yoga is good for you. And it should build muscles because
It does.
most people...
You said it was murder last night when you did it.
Well, it was really.
So if it was murder and it was so hard when you did it last night, how can you say I hope it works?
True.
I guess it doesn't work though if every time the yoga instructor brings ice cream.
Yeah, I went and brought ice cream last night.
I've never seen a yoga class with ice cream.
Next time.
Yeah, there you go.
So
I bet if every yoga class they gave you beer and ice cream, everyone would go.
yeah, it was good ice cream too. It was strawberry.
McKay's.
Strawberry.
Oh, strawberry.
Yeah, McKay's strawberry from Cochrane, Alberta. Speaking of commercials.
A cooler full of McKay's ice cream in the yoga class. That's the first.
I know. I hope McKay's knew about it.
Well,
think they did?
I don't even know.
He said he works for them.
Yeah, why he would have a cooler full of McKay's ice cream.
Because he wanted to start the session. It wasn't full, by the way. He wanted to start the session in a different manner.
Obviously.
So he thought about it. How can I start these people out differently than most yoga people? I'll give them ice cream. The point was we were supposed to forget about everything and savor the flavor and savor the texture. So that was to take our mind off frivolous facts of how in the hell we're going to make a living.
And worries about
and
that.
worrying about it.
Worries about when you're going to get a paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. All we had to do was figure out the texture of the ice cream and the taste and the
So all
flavor
anyone has to do is
and the
just have
color.
ice cream instead of worrying about money or paychecks.
That could be true. We've learned something today.
So a meditation with ice cream. Okay, so that's next time that's what we have to do is make sure that we have ice cream when we are worried. But that could become a problem.
I was just thinking that means more yoga. Meaning he's going to get a paycheck.
That's why he brought the ice cream, because if everybody has ice cream all the time, well, he's going to have a job for sure, because everyone will have to come back for yoga.
Absolutely.
It's a plot, obvious.
An insidious,
Now that I see it.
an insidious plot, and we thought he was nice.
Yeah, he's
Actually,
he's
trying
just
to
making sure that everybody comes back, because they'll have to with all that ice cream.
That's right. Life sucks.
And he also said that the ice cream, of course, when you're zen like that, you're supposed to go to a place of nothingness. Well, we have no problem doing that.
That's where we live.
So it's obvious plot
live
to
in a
keep
place
us
of
to
nothing.
coming back to yoga. Yeah.
This has been deep, deep conversation, considering we weren't planning on talking about anything.
Oh, you were making plans before?
No, I was just thinking, what will we talk about today? Momentarily, I thought that. But it didn't take long to forget. What we're
To go
talking
back
about.
into nothing. It was a passing thought that you pondered for a moment, and then
Right.
back to nothing.
Well, there it is.
Well, here's to me helping this client get to a place of nothing. They tend to worry too much.
All right. Well, I guess we must go. So it's sayonara one more time from Tim Hortons.
Yeah, mine's done. Ah, good lemonade.
Mine's done.